that's one of the first time I started on this size.
Oh wow, this is a long form, right?
Yeah, I like this extreme format. So that's
Yeah.
a lot of them are from traveling before pandemic, Paris, after the roof is gone,
Yeah, yeah.
Germany, and then I think moving.
Is that Berlin or not?
That
Berlin?
was Berlin.
Berlin, right?
Reichstag.
Yeah.
That one was when we had the Asia Link in Hanoi.
Hanoi. I didn't go.
Okay. So again, played around with a few different formats.
Long format is good, huh?
I really like this format. It's unusual, but I like it. And now we're in Singapore. Sultan Mosque.
Tiong Po, Tiong Bahru.
Yeah, Bangkok, short trips. What else? Back to Singapore, Sultan Mosque. Okay, and that was a couple of years ago when I went to Bali for Christmas.
Beautiful blue.
Yeah. This one I like.
Green.
Yeah.
Green's hard.
Green. It's hard, but
It's
something
fun.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Balinese
Bali.
temples.
More Bali.
Okay.
More
That's my
Sultan Mosque,
favorite view, Kampong Glam.
Yeah. We all love this, huh?
Yeah. It's perfect to sit there.
Yeah.
This one, we all
Yeah.
tried
Club
that
Street.
one several times. That one's up in Spottiswoode Park.
HDB.
Skyline.
Yeah. Beautiful
That one I quite like
skylines.
it, yeah.
I love all these skyline views.
And then
Take me.
okay, Tiong Bahru. That one's a bit too dark.
Lovely, thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, Whee Teck.
Michael, I'm very, very happy for you with this. I'm so amazed with the work that you've done.
Oh, thank
congratulations.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you for doing this interview with me. I think we will learn quite a lot from you this morning.
Cool.
So, first question for my audience, who is Michael Persch?
Well, I'm an architect, originally from Germany, been in Australia before, but now in Singapore for almost 8 years.
8 years, okay.
8 years now, yeah. And then, working full-time as an architect and as a hobby. Started with urban sketches about 5 or 6 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
So 5-6 years ago, urban sketching. And how did you sketch urban sketching before you come here, or no?
Not enough. I mean, most of the time just being on holidays, but not as committed. And so I think it was really good to find a group. Then I think once you know people, then I don't know, you got more motivation to do it.
Yeah, for sure. So besides urban sketching, what else do you do? Do you have other hobbies?
Yeah. Cycling.
Okay.
And
I've seen some of your cycling photographs.
Hiking, and I mean, a lot of outdoor stuff.
So maybe we talk about your motivation for art, right? I mean, as an architect, that's drawing for work. Urban sketches is more something else. What motivates you?
I think the sketching, yes, of course, there's a connection to architecture. It's mostly buildings, but I don't see it as a very strong connection to my work. And I don't want to have it as my work. It's more. I think, as most of us, it's just a perfect way to switch off and to focus. To slow down. And don't worry about anything.
See the world one sketch at a time.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. And meet good people as well. That's the other part of it as well.
Yeah. The tribe. Yeah. The Singapore Urban Sketching Tribe is a fantastic one.
That's a great group. Yeah.
So for you, it's not work. Definitely don't see it as work, and you see it as a time to unwind in a way.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I find it very therapeutic, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I guess that's the feeling.
Other people do, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yoga,
for other reasons. Cooking.
Yeah, exactly.
Cycling is part of it too, right? Even photography.
Balance.
Yeah. I find it's the same. It's kind of like a half-filled jar, and you're trying to get your work out of your mind. I find it's easier to fill it with urban sketching. And as you do, the work kind of dissipate, right? Until you come back on Monday, and then it comes back again, right? But the time that you're doing.
No, it's a perfect way to switch off.
Excellent. I have
and at the same time, I mean, you're outdoors, you spend time with people, you see new places, sometimes you go traveling,
we did do the Jogja trip and a few.
Exactly.
Okay, so question on the kind of art that you like to do.
I think To be honest, before I started with urban sketching, I didn't do watercolor, for example. I did very architectural drawings, just like ink outlines and so on, or pencil drawings. So, and then once you see all the different styles from urban sketchers, that gave me good motivation to try something new as well. So I got a set of watercolors, started with very cheap ones, and then you look what other people do and you play around, and then I'm still trying to find my way what I want to do, but I think it's more you try a few different things, and then at the moment I do mostly ink outlines with watercolor.
It's a good segue to talk about your materials. Today, when you talk about watercolor, what type of material they use? What pencil? What watercolor? What paper?
I just get the proportions or the outlines with very thin pencil lines, and then I start with waterproof ink, fountain pen, and then sometimes on site, sometimes later at home I do the colors. To finish it off.
So to you, sounds like on site the lines get it right. And then colors is secondary.
Sometimes the faster ones I do on site as well, but the big ones, they have to wait until I'm back home. So it's not 100% urban sketching, but it's more my own thing.
Fair enough. So material-wise, colors, what sort of colors do you have? Any specific brand, or you don't care?
I have a mix of Schminke and Daniel Smith.
Those
kind
fantastic
of
artist colors,
I would say. All the papers here are arches. But then the sketchbooks I have is Hahnemühle, and
it's great paper.
which I really like.
You can't get that size, the big one.
No,
you got it in Germany,
I'm
sure.
Germany, and I brought them over. I know. I really like this format. I think it's perfect. A4, it fits in every bag you got, and then once you unfold it, it gives you this really nice extended landscape, which you can use for either extreme vertical portrait or for landscape.
Excellent. Maybe we talk a little bit about your connection to your tribes. Besides Urban Sketchers Singapore, maybe you talk a little bit about that. Are there other groups that you hang out with, online, or physical?
To be honest, not so much online, but since the pandemic started, or even before, I always joined live drawing. And since the pandemic, during stage 2, then normally I join every Saturday morning a few hours of live drawing. It's a smaller group as well, and challenged more with drawing people, I think, because they move, They
Well, unless they're live drawing to 2 minutes or 5 minutes,
Then live drawings is a good way to focus more on people drawings as well.
I did years of live drawing, and to me, the purpose of that was so that I can put figures properly in the watercolors that I want to do. They are not quite the same, and it's actually a lot of learnings separately, right? Because live drawing is live drawing, and figures are figures.
They don't move so fast.
For sure.
Figures, sometimes you have to take a picture. And
So it sounds like you have two tribes, your live drawing tribes, and then you have your urban sketching tribe. Right?
I mean, it's changed a bit during last year with all the restrictions. So at the moment, it was more the live drawing. And then some of them, when I was on holidays last year in Singapore, I did on my own.
Very good.
But those are the kind of two groups for the sketching, for the drawing.
No, that's good. Thank you for that. I always like to ask the question: what are you still working on, if any, right? Or what are your struggles? And how do you actually attack a piece? Like you go to a place. Many questions in this, but it all center around how you think about things.
I did years of photography. A
Oh,
lot of traveling,
Do you know that?
just for fun as well.
Yeah.
And I think, and then as well looking at other arts, and I think so that gives me a good idea about how to composite, to set up a composition of a drawing or what photograph or whatever it is.
If I look at all your drawings, composition is definitely done before you even draw.
No, this one I have to set up my frame or what I want to capture, and even it can be small detail or can be entire scene like this one over here. So I think this one I kind of first you look around what you like and once that one is set, then I'm kind of okay to go, and then it's more about the format. Because as you see, I quite like those extended formats, which are a bit unusual.
Long
or portrait, either long or portrait. I don't do so much normal landscape. That was probably the exception. And so composition, format, and then I start.
Composition.
And then I know things which I'm challenged with. So for example,
so what are they?
extreme 1-point perspective.
Okay. Extreme.
I'm not very good with it.
So all going to an X.
Exactly.
Some people are really good at that, right?
I know, but it's not my thing. So I have to do a bit more of it, or looking down, like a bird eye view as well. When you're high up and looking down on something. I play around. A few of you are more looking up, which I quite like, which gives you a dynamic angle. So I think I know what I still have to do or what I want to try.
Well, if you stop learning, you're no longer an artist, right?
So
exactly. You'll always be learning. But actually, if I look at your 1-point perspective, even in the Sultan Mosque here, you have the architect eye clearly. But I think your aesthetic and artistic side, as you say, from photograph, really comes out as well, right? Because they're not the same, right?
No, but it gives. I mean, it's the same composition at the end. What do you leave out? What do you focus on? What's your focal point? How do you frame it?
And I think those are things that are playing as you are doing your initial lines, I suppose, right?
It's just intuitive. And as well from looking at art and looking at other people's work. You kind of soak it up and then you do it yourself.
Okay. Anything else you're working on?
Nothing at the moment. That one was a good push to get it done. So let's see. I don't know what's next yet, but
I suppose the learning aspects is also not just art. The fact that you put up a show, there's a lot of learning which are on the business sides of art, right? The marketing, the selling, the pricing, the framing, and all the rest of it, the operational side, right?
No, that's a good experience. That's why I wanted to do it. But it's more as well how you get the word out, how you get the attraction. How do you make people getting interest, noticing it?
Marketing.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
Which I haven't done before, but it's a good experience, definitely.
Very good. So one more of my M is muscles or process. So basically, if I look at your calendar, some people practice art every day, every week, every month, stuff like that. So what's your process? What's your muscle building activities?
Basically, since joining Urban Sketch, it was almost one day every weekend or one morning every Saturday.
You're very consistent, I think.
Yeah. And then now it's quite a lot of live drawing as well. So it's normally half a day or one day of the weekend. And
that's quite a lot of it's timing.
Yeah, it is. But at the moment, I'm lucky I can afford doing it. So the more you do, the better you get. That's the thing. And I mean, if I look at my work from 5 years ago, I'm not too happy with it, but again,
so if you're happy with it, then you're not very progressive.
Exactly.
You didn't progress. For sure. No, I think
so it's the time you spend on it. Once you're interested and you're hooked on and you really enjoy doing it, then if you have the time, then
you won't do it if you don't like it, I think.
Exactly.
So if you like it, then it's something that you enjoy and you will spend time on it, right? That's always the case.
A lot of people I can't draw, I don't have the talent, and
don't worry, just do
it.
Because if you like it, just do it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, one final question, and my last segment, all my videos the same. If you have a chance of writing a postcards to yourself, and you can't write too many words and whatever, just a tiny postcards that you can send by time, squeezing through time machine, to the time you start urban sketching or art, right? Not architecture, but right. What would be the 2-3 advice you give yourself?
Continue trying new things in a way, and
just try. Be adventurous. Try
play around. Play around with different materials, different styles.
Right. Try new things. Play around.
Yeah, exactly. Look at other people's work.
Steal.
It's influencing or being influenced.
Well, steal is a. When you steal wholesale, it's like completely copy everything. That's not.
No, really, but I mean, subconsciously, we are all influenced by
for sure.
Nobody see by what our friends are doing. So
Steal is a positive word. I don't use it negatively.
Okay.
Right. As in, like you look at someone and say, that's a very clever idea. I'm gonna incorporate into my, that stealing.
Well, I mean, sometimes you see a sketch of someone and you know the location, and then I want to do the same view, or I never sketched this building.
But of course, it's your work, not theirs, right?
Yeah.
Actually, in my mind, I like to steal simplification methods. When someone else has simplified a sketch in a certain way, and they simplify it in a certain way, I'm going,
I know what you mean. I think
it's such a clever idea.
I'm still not there yet. I think that's another advice. Don't overthink it. That's what I should have told myself, I don't know, a few years ago.
Yeah.
Once you loosen up and you don't focus, well, you still focus, but yeah.
Yeah. So have fun, just try new things, and don't overthink it.
Exactly.
Sounds like right. Yeah. Well, thank you for your very interesting chat. Thank you.
Thanks for coming along.
No, thank you.
Basically.
So this one is all from Singapore.
This one's all Singapore.
Even larger format, yeah.
Basically, when stage 2 started again. So
do you find it easier to do this size or smaller or?
This one is quite easy, I think.
Okay.
But to be honest, the bigger I get, the harder I find it to go back small. So now I'm quite happy with this size.
Yeah.
The only thing is I'm not too keen on this paper, I must say.
Yeah.
For proper watercolor, it's not great. Moleskin.
Because it's not cotton, it's actually very difficult to paint on.
Yeah.
And the sizing is actually quite bad.
And the front and the back is a bit different as well. Yep. You see sometimes the colors are a bit dull as well. So the harder meal is definitely better.
More proper watercolor paper.
Yeah, exactly. This one I think is more sketching. So a few of those are similar kind of composition or similar subject as what I'm showing over here. This one is both key a bit more. This one is familiar.
Yep.
Same view.
Tiong Bahru.
Tanjung Pagar. My old office. Again, that's now Little India.
Little India is always nice.
This one I like.
So the design and stuff is, the colors are very, very nice.
Yeah. I'm quite happy with that. Yeah. Sometimes, you just, I don't know, cycle around and you see a spot and then you come back and then
for sure
remember that you have to do it. So yeah, quite a few of them are.
Oh, I love this.
Close where I'm staying now. That's here in the area, Jalan Bazaar, Geylang Road. That's the one they just knocked down recently.
Yep, Lorong 3, Geylang.
That one's just around the corner. And that's the stadium looking
and
towards
of course the famous triangle shape.
Yeah. The one that all the architects like.
Yeah,
this one I like.
Tian Hock Keng.
Telok Street.
The famous corner.
Yep,
Keong Saik.
I'm sure.
The famous air conditioner.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And of course the Hindu temple on.
I like those. And I think that's
this one is on River Valley, right?
Yeah, River Valley.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.